So I'm now with Chris from GT. He's going to talk us through the mountain bike range, and we're starting with the Zaskar, and it's the Hans Rey Signature Edition. Chris, tell us about it.
Okay, for 2013, it's Hans Rey's 25th anniversary with GT bicycles. So we wanted to do something special for him. And currently his favorite bike that we make is the Zaskar 100. But with Hans Rey, he's not really the cross-country racer type, so he specs his bike a little differently. It actually turned into more of a trail product. The biggest factor you're going to see is it has a 120 mil fork versus 100 mil. That's really one of the things. Other things are more aggressive tires than we spec actually on the normal product range. You also will get a saddle or Crank Brothers Chronolog seat post, which will allow you so that you can actually get back and forth more for trail riding than what you would see for a standard cross-country bike. And then it's spec'd with all Crank Brothers product, all Shimano product, Kenda tires, Fox suspension, basically all of Hans's current sponsors, and so we wanted to make sure that we took care of them as well as they take care of us. So.
And Hans was involved in the development. Has he been test riding it, or is it just a bike that he loves anyway?
Oh no, I mean he's been riding the bike. So when we first came out with this, we were actually in France 2 years ago when the bike was still a prototype. We actually, with that frame, we had the bike delivered specifically there. He left and immediately went and did a whole bunch of trips that following summer on the bike. And with this, he was specifically in charge of working with the graphics department to come up with what he wanted to be, what would be good for him. So it has, even though you have the wings right here, these are actually all the places he's ridden, as well as the color choice, and then also has a little homage to basically Wheels of Life, which is his charity, where $25 from each bike, I believe it's 25, is donated to his charity, which helps buy bikes for individuals where he travels.
And it's not just a bike, you get something else with it, don't you?
Yes, you do get something else with it, and that is a coffee table book. So it's something that Hans has wanted to do for a long time, and we actually worked with him, and it's a book of all of his adventures he's ever been on. It's an amazing book. I can't remember the exact page count, but you actually get a storied history of mountain biking as well as GT, as well as a good detailed account of all the adventures he's been on throughout the whole world.
So we've already seen the Titanium Edge road bike, and this is the Titanium Xizang.
Yes. It's another model that GT used to produce back in the 90s. It was basically the equivalent of the Zaskar, but back in the day it was a bike that was hand produced at the Longmont facility. Nowadays we actually produce it in Taiwan, but it allows us to do some things that we're not able to do here in the States. Number one is hydroform chainstays. That's really the only piece in the frame that's super unique, because there's really no one else that's doing that. But biggest thing we also did as well is that it's a 29er model, fully polished 325 titanium, tapered head tube from 1.1 to 1.5 inches. So it's ready to ride, super fun, with the exact same geometry as the race Zaskar.
So what kind of ride do you get with a titanium mountain bike?
You're going to get a very smooth riding bicycle. I mean, with everything that's out there these days, carbon's kind of been the flavor of the past couple of years. And with Thai, it's one of those materials that, it's lightweight, but it gives you a really similar ride quality to steel, and it's ultra durable. It's the type of bike that you can crash and crash and crash, and you're going to be able to keep riding it.
Excellent. Chris, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.